Hey folks, Vyndakist official here. Let me talk about genetics. What do you think of when you think of good genes? You think of big muscles, a good bone density, great height, the ability to be able to do stuff no one else would ever be able to do. But how do you actually get those stuff? Like, think about it. I see people with green eyes, blue eyes, purple eyes, red eyes, yellow eyes, and I'm thinking, wow, how do you even get that? Like, me with my lame brown eyes is insane. Anyways, now let's also mention the negatives about genetics. What happens when people have cancer? If you have cancer, it's basically just mutates your genetics. It's a genetic mutation which basically just destroys you. Which is sad, right? Now let's go back to the good things about genetics. With good genes, you're able to have good vision, like this. And with good vision, you have a better sense of memory. And when you have a better sense of memory, you basically just know, oh yeah, that person's done this, or like this just happened, or the weather has gone. That's the good thing about having good eyes. Another fact about having good genes is if you have a good height, let's say you're 6'5" or something, I don't know, and then you're fighting a person who's like 5'6" or something, and both of you are well trained. Who's gonna win? Obviously the tall guy. Why? Because it's actually makes a lot of sense. The bigger your body, the easier it is to win a fight. The reason why is because you have a wider frame, even if you're skinny. If you're tall, you automatically have a wide frame. Even if you're skinny, you have a wide frame. So that's a huge advantage. And you also have the ability to basically when someone attempts to fight you, you can just walk up to them and knock them out. That's the benefit of having a good height. Okay, but what about another good thing about genetics? What if you have a good feet? Regardless of height, you need to have good quality feet. What's the benefits of having good quality feet? If you have good quality feet, it basically means that you can walk barefoot without having to overreact. That's a huge advantage. because everyone else, they have to wear shoes and socks and sandals. Meanwhile, you, with your immune feet, you can basically go barefoot anywhere. Even if the floor is 55 degrees, you can still do it. If you have good feet, it's really, it means that you're chosen to be this great adventurer or something. Another good thing about having good genes is you need to have good ears. A lot of people have average ears, regardless of their height or weight. If you have big ears, it means that you're able to hear things from far away. And when you hear things that everyone else doesn't, it means that you have an advantage. You can basically call the police on someone that lives 3 kilometers away because they said a threat to someone or something. And then boom, you can tell the police their address and and boom, the police will show up. So that's a good thing about having good ears. If you have small ears, you can't really hear much. You can only hear from, like, places you're really close to, and yada yada. Another good thing about having good genetics is if you have a big head, it's an advantage. The reason why having a big head is an advantage is because when you have a big head, you basically have a big brain. When you have a big brain, you are more likely to succeed in basically any mathematical, scientific value of tests. And that's OP if you have a big head. When you have a big head, you're basically smarter than everyone else. You don't have to pretend you're smart, like all the other kids in school. You don't have to pretend to be smart like that one nerd who always listens to the teacher. Because you're actually smart. You actually know what you're doing. And that's a good advantage. Another thing about having good genes is having a lot of muscle and bone density. If you have a lot of muscles while also having a thick bone density, it basically means you're immune, no matter what height or weight you are. If you have a lot of muscles while also having a thick layer of bone density, it means you have the advantage. So when you're in a fight with someone else, or something, you're not affected, because your bones are so hard and your muscles are so strong that the other person's stunned. And when you go like kaboom to your opponent, they just lay on the floor and go, oh yeah. That's a really good advantage actually. If you have that, you're basically OP. Because everyone else has average bones and average muscles, meanwhile you have a good level of muscles and bone density. It will give you the ultimate advantage, no matter what you do. That is so cool, eh? Genetics is really amazing. Another sign you have some good genes is if you have long nose. If you have a long nose, you have really great sense of smell. Like, for example, you can smell some random guy's fat from 10 kilometers away just because you have a long nose. That's an advantage because when you're hired to investigate someone, you don't even have to go in the room. You can basically smell the drugs from 400 meters away. Like, that's a huge advantage. Like, I would love to have those genes, actually. That is so cool thinking about it. And then, yeah. Thanks for having the time and effort to listen to this, because who knows if you have good genes? Who knows if you have good genes? You probably do.